Today, I will introduce the exciting world of marathon sport tourism. Marathons are more than races. They are events that promote health, tourism, and cultural exchange. In Malaysia, marathons like the Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon attract thousands of participants and boost the economy. They help showcase the country's hospitality and natural beauty, making sport tourism an important part of Malaysia's development.
Good day everyone. Today, I will briefly present about marathon as a sport tourism activity in Malaysia. Over the past 20 years, marathon running has become very popular in Malaysia. A marathon is a 42.195 km race that tests physical endurance and it attracts both local and international participants. One of the main events is the Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon, which is the largest running event in the country. It includes various categories like full marathon, half marathon, and fun run, making it accessible to all levels.
Marathon events are important in sport tourism because they combine sports with travel. With support from Tourism Malaysia, these events help promote Malaysia as a tourist destination. Additionally, marathon routes often pass through iconic city landmarks, giving runners a unique sightseeing experience. These events also boost the local economy through tourism activities. In conclusion, marathon events in Malaysia successfully promote healthy lifestyles while contributing to tourism growth.
Marathon event in Malaysia involves several important stakeholders who contribute in their success and sustainability. Stakeholders are individuals or groups who have an interest in that event. First, the government plays a key role. Organizations like Tourism Malaysia and the Ministry of Youth and Sport support marathon events through funding, policies and promotion. They also help promote Malaysia as a sport tourism destination and encourage healthy lifestyle. Second, event organizers are responsible for planning and management the marathon. For example, the Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon organizer handle logistics, safety, registration.
Next one is growth pattern. Over the past 5 years, marathon running in Malaysia has shown an overall upward trend. Although it was briefly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, before the pandemic, events like the Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon and the Penang Bridge International Marathon attracted tens of thousands of participants, including both local and international runners, highlighting their importance in sport tourism. However, in 2022 and 2021, many marathon events were cancelled or postponed due to movement restrictions and safety concerns. During this time, some organizers introduced virtual runs to maintain interest. But this did not contribute much to tourism since participants did not travel. Starting from 2022, marathon events began to recover as restrictions were lifted. Physical races returned and participation increased again, with some events attracting even more runners than before. Organizers also improved their events by adding new features such as elite race categories to attract more competitive and international participants. This continued growth is supported by rising health and fitness awareness, strong promotion through social media and running communities, and support from the government and tourism organizations. Additionally, offering different race categories like full marathon, half marathon, and fun run make these events more accessible to people of all fitness levels. In conclusion, although there was a contemporary decline during the pandemic, marathon running in Malaysia has recovered strongly and continues to grow, playing an important role in the country's sport tourism industry.
So next, 3 critical issues regarding the sustainability and growth of marathon event in sport tourism. First, rising operational costs and financial sustainability. Running a big marathon is much more expensive than it used to be. you need a huge budget for basic like closing roads, managing traffic, hiring security and setting up medical station. On top of that, new technology like timing chips and runner tracking apps add even more cost. Organizers rely on sponsor and entry fees, but when the economy is unstable, funding becomes very hard to find. Smaller or new events struggle to keep up with the big famous race. So, when there is not enough money, the event becomes less exciting and it's hard to keep race going after year by year. Secondly, health, safety and risk management concerns. Health and safety have become much more important, especially since the pandemic. With thousands of people running together, the risk of injury, heat sickness or even crowd accident are very real. In hot and rainy places like Malaysia, these risks are even higher. Because of this, organizers must have very strong plan, including doctor on site and real-time monitoring. Working with health authorities at more work and more cost. And if this event fail, to keep runners safe, it hurt their reputation. Lastly, environmental impact and sustainability. Marathon create a lot of trust, especially from single-use plastic water bottles. Also, all the travel required for international race add a lot of pollution to the air. People today want green event like using less plastic and encourage public transport. However, making this change takes extra time and extra money. The organizer must find a balance, otherwise, this sporting event can unintentionally harm the environment we are trying to enjoy.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is DANIA BINTI. My matrix number is 299774. We are discussing a multi-million ringgit industry. Malaysia's marathon sector is at a turning point. By aligning with our national tourism policy, we are positioning Malaysia not just as a premier global destination for endurance runners, we are moving the economy. Why is this a strategic opportunity? Because sport tourism is a primary engine for GDP growth. Every international runner who signs up for a race is also booking a hotel room, dining at a local restaurant, and shopping in our malls. With Visit Malaysia 2026 approaching, we have a massive platform to showcase marquee race. Take the Penang Bridge International Marathon, for example. Its elevation within the ABDUL World Marathon Majors framework has already placed us on the map for elite global athletes. This is how we secure sustained foreign exchange. But to stay ahead of regional rivals, we must lead in innovation. We are moving towards smart tourism. Imagine a race day powered by AI analytics and RFID system providing a real-time data for both organizers and runners. Platforms like Jomrun are already proving that a digital-first approach simplifies registration and boosts satisfaction. By integrating wearable tech and virtual training apps, we can extend our reach to a global audience, ensuring that even those who can fly to Malaysia can still participate in our ecosystem. Finally, we have to look at who is running. Modern participants aren't just looking for a finish line, they want a social connection and a unique story. This is why we are diversifying into niche markets. For wellness carnivals to eco-conscious trail races in the rainforest of Borneo, we are creating adventure tourism package.
In conclusion, marathon running plays a key role in Malaysia's sport tourism industry. Despite challenges like high costs and environmental impacts, the sector is growing, supported by technology and diverse race types. With strong support from stakeholders, Malaysia can continue to develop its reputation as a top destination for endurance sports, promoting health, economic growth, and national pride. Thank you.